Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Rachel and I just want to briefly discuss with you guys what I did to lose about 98 pounds in just 6 months time. I didn't work out, I just followed a specific diet plan. If you're interested in finding out some tips and tricks that I did that really helped me along my journey that I'm still currently on, then just keep watching. So I was actually not going to record anything because I just got a tooth pulled and my face is swollen, as you can see. And then I got a keloid on my piercing, and then I got a cold sore, and I was just thinking, you know what, I'm just going to wait till I heal before I start making content again. But you know, this is real life. So I'm just going to record as if there's nothing wrong with my face, okay? So hopefully you can look past the swelling, okay? So I'm about to go to the grocery store and grab a few things. I need some more beef to survive. Can't think clearly when my child is near me. Bubba's here right now. She's gonna sit with Yuri so I can go outside.
Смотри на маму, Юрка, смотри на маму.
Look, say hi.
Юрка, смотри на маму. Маму, смотри. Пойдешь, Юрка.
So the first thing you're going to need to do is get your mind in the right place. For me, I've been overweight my entire life. I'm 30 years old. Just recently, 6 months ago, enough was enough. 320 pounds was my highest weight I've ever been. And for me, I could barely even look in the mirror at myself. I was just disgusted with myself. And that was the breaking point for me. I was just like, I cannot get any bigger than this. And I cannot believe I look like this. What actually hit me was like, you know, Snapchat, like the filter, it makes your face thinner. I remember like, I would always tell myself, no matter what, like I always look good on Snapchat. I didn't even look good on Snapchat. That's when I was like, all right, what's going on here? So yes, just get your mind in the right place. Figure out what it is. Figure out why you want to lose weight. Figure out why. For me, it's I want to be healthier for my family. I want to be healthier for myself. I want to be more confident in myself. If you can be disciplined enough to lose weight, you can be disciplined with everything else in your life. I mean, like, obviously, getting to 320 pounds, I had to have been consuming quite a bit of food. I was eating so much food. I was at a point where I was so sick of thinking about food. I just, like, the thought of food was just disgusting to me. And then, like, and just looking at myself, like I was just huge. Like I just could not believe I let myself get like that. I have a history of binge eating and depression. So that mixed along with all the different trials and tribulations that I faced in my life, along with my coping mechanism of binge eating, like that's how I got to that sort of weight. Eventually I just told myself I need to decide what I'm gonna do. Am I going to keep eating this way and just keep getting unhealthier and unhealthier and probably die from a heart attack because I have heart conditions? Or am I gonna make a change? And for me, I've had this conversation with myself multiple times, but this time, I don't know, something about this time, it just stuck. Like I got a little bit of results and I was just like, all right, this is it. Like I'm going to be losing weight. I'm not going to sit up here and be unhappy with myself any longer. I've been overweight my entire life. I want to know what it feels like to be thin. I want to know what it feels like to be healthy. Every circumstance that will hold me back from losing weight, I just kept fighting against it. If you're going to decide to lose weight, that's what you need to do. Okay, so once your head is in the right place, you now need to decide what weight loss program you're going to stick to. I've done all of the weight loss programs for the most part, all the popular ones. And I can say that Weight Watchers did work for me. I did Weight Watchers for like 2 months. My whole family does Weight Watchers. They had a lot of success with that, but for me, I'm on a tight budget. The cost of food is enough. I'm not trying to sit up there and pay for a membership to something, a monthly membership just to lose weight. So Weight Watchers for me was not realistic. So for me, how I lost the weight was keto. I'll touch base on keto another time. This video is not about keto. This video is just tips on how I stuck to my weight loss journey. So if you don't want to hear about keto, this video is not about keto, okay? prepared. Always be prepared. We all have book bags, we all have purses. There's literally no reason for you not to have something in your bag, something on you at all times, whether it's in your car or in your bag or book bag, purse, whatever, diaper bag, whatever, something on you at all times that aligns with your diet. Whether you're on keto and you have an avocado in your bag, or you're on carnivore and you got some beef jerky in your bag, or you're on whatever, I don't know. Whatever diet you're on, just make sure you are prepared. Meal prep, have your food ready to go. So when you come across those opportunities to eat out of your diet, you have no excuse because you have food right there that is already aligned with your plan. So the thing is, you're human. You're going to be hungry at any random time. So if you're prepared, you will not have any excuses to eat things that are not aligned with your diet and regret it later. Honestly, like, it just depends on your priorities. For me, in the beginning, what I would do is when my child goes to sleep, I would spend an hour prepping all of my food for the next day or for a few days. Or whenever I would cook food, I would cook enough food to last me a few days and then measure everything out, weigh it out on the scale, and then I would package it up. And then I would have everything ready to go. So whenever I felt tempted or hungry, I could just reach for whatever was already prepped and measured, and I could enter it into my macros tracking app. The macros tracking app that I used was MyFitnessPal. That was the best tool for me. There's a bunch of different kinds that you can find in the app store, but the one that I just went for was MyFitnessPal. It seemed the most like idiot-proof. Another way you can have success with your weight loss journey is start off with realistic expectations. So for me, my goal weight is like 150, starting at 320. So I just took baby steps. I had no idea the weight would fall off so quickly, but when you come from eating super unhealthy and just start eating healthy, the weight it's just ready. The weight is screaming to get off of you. So just have realistic expectations. Like, start off like, I want to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. Like, don't think like huge numbers, because then you're going to get overwhelmed and you might give up. So another really important thing, I think is one of the most important of all the things, I think it's definitely in the top like 5 of the most important things, is you need to research. I'm really into like researching stuff and just finding out like the details of why things work the way they work. So like for me, I did keto, so I spent at least a week researching it in depth. Like, obviously you guys are researching because you're on this video, so you're interested in finding out how things work with weight loss. That's really important. So whether, like right now I'm doing carnivore, I'm on my second week of carnivore and I'm still doing heavy research on carnivore. If you guys want to know more about carnivore, I'll enter in this website you can go to. It's a research, it explains everything. Basically, this is the oldest carnivore that exists. So if you want to know more about carnivoreism, I guess, if you want to know more about the carnivore diet, there's this carnivore that I came across. He's like the oldest carnivore that exists. He wrote like almost like a 4-page book about the diet and the lifestyle. So if you're interested in knowing more about the carnivore diet, I'll insert in like where you can reference that book. Research the diet, whether you're doing keto, Weight Watchers, like find out what it is that's happening to your body. Find out what you're going to go through. Is there any like detoxing that's going to happen? Is there any like withdrawal from carbs that you're going to go through? Whatever it is, like you need to research so that you can be well equipped to deal with any symptoms that you're going to face when you're starting your journey. Because every little thing that's going to pop up, every symptom is going to give you another excuse to discontinue your journey. So if you are well prepared and well educated on the subject, you will not have any excuses to stop. Social life. For me right now, I'm not currently in the States where I'm from. Right now I'm in Eastern Europe, so I don't really know anybody here. No one's inviting me to parties or out to dinner, so I don't have any temptation to be outside of my diet plan. Everything that I consume, I cook. Literally, I cook and meal prep all of my food. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to have a very hard time losing weight because, I mean, unless you're eating like prepackaged food, like lean cuisines, like stuff from the grocery store, like pre-made foods. But I mean, that's very limiting for your health because number one, there's a lot of sodium in that stuff and not the good kind of sodium. And number two, you're really limiting the amount of calories that, like, you could eat more food if you just meal prep your food. There's so much calories in that prepackaged food. Like 1,000-calorie meal, you know how much food I could eat for 1,000 calories when those TV dinners to give you like a little portions. So you gotta cook your own food. People have different opinions on it, but another that has definitely helped me in my journey is intermittent fasting. Like, I started off, my eating window was from like 12 p.m. until 7 p.m. And then gradually as the weeks passed, I would just like shorten my eating window. So I don't advise you to do this from the jump. Like, starting off, I don't advise you to do it because you need to get like a hang of your diet before you start fasting. Because you're gonna be hungry and you're gonna like, once you break your fast, you're gonna be starving. And if you don't understand your diet, you're just gonna binge eat whatever. So intermittent fasting, but do it after you understand your diet. Also, I just want to say that intermittent fasting is not necessary, especially with carnivore. Intermittent fasting is literally just a tool that you can use that will help you stay within your macros. So if you don't like to intermittent fast, don't feel forced to do so. So I'm gonna like start walking to the store. That's why I'm outside right now. I was trying to go to the grocery store real quick just to grab some more steak, some fresh beef. So another thing that I wanted to say, probably one of the last things, is I forgot. Oh yes, temptation. For me, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm breastfeeding still. I'm still breastfeeding. So it's very, very important to just remember why you started this journey. Every time you see a cookie or you see some pie or some cake or you see some like French toast or whatever is your weakness, whatever is your kryptonite, whenever you see this, just keep telling yourself why you started this weight loss journey. Whether you have to have pictures of your ideal body weight on your phone so you can quickly reference it, or you have just a thought in your mind of how you want to be and how you want to feel. Once you get a taste of some sort of weight loss, you're just going to want to keep going. So just keep telling yourself that. Take measurements, take tons of pictures of yourself, because you'll be able to reference it later when you have a little bit of success. So do this and you should be good. Also, to have success with your weight loss journey, it's really important to have your family and people that surround you also on board. Like, for example, for me, the only people I have in my life at this very moment is my in-laws and my mother-in-law. Like, she just left, and right before she left, she's like asking me, can she give my son Yuri some chocolate and a lollipop? No, like, I don't understand why you don't get it. Like, I keep telling you guys, like, sugar that's cute. That's really nice you want to offer him sugar, but he's going to eat that lollipop and chocolate you just gave him. He's going to be cracked out on sugar, and then I'm going to be the one who has to deal with him, and then he's not going to eat anything, and it's just going to be like a shit show from there. So Hurricane Yuri, I'm not trying to deal with just because you want to give him some candy, okay? It's really annoying and frustrating, but like I have to repeat myself over and over again, but hopefully eventually it will stick. Like, I do not want my child eating that stuff. I'm still giving him carbs, I'm still giving him vegetables, but I want it to be of the healthiest form if possible. Like, I know that I was researching that rice is probably the most like tolerable carbohydrate for a human body, so he can have rice and beans and whatever, and he can have, I give him oatmeal and porridges in the morning. That's as far as the sugar and the carbs pretty much go, and potatoes. So it's difficult, but you just have to keep reminding them over and over and over again. So get your family and friends on board, because if they're supportive of your journey, your health journey, then it'll make things a lot easier for you. So another topic that I have been researching is exercise. I have not exercised at all in my weight loss journey because I'm just not with it. For me, exercising, it's sort of like counterproductive, because if I exercise, I'm then going to be hungry, and then I'm going to binge eat, and then I'm not going to lose any weight. I'm just going to totally counteract all the working out I just did because I'm stressed out. Just the thought of working out, first of all, I'm a stress eater. I'm an emotional eater. If I'm stressed out, I'm going to binge eat. Just the thought of working out in the gym stresses me out. Like right now, just thinking about going to go work out, I want to just like sit down and eat something instead. So if I go work out, I'm gonna be hungry and then I'm gonna binge eat. So for me, working out is just not realistic for my life right now. And at the end of the day, like I strongly believe that weight loss comes from what you eat. You can go work out for 5 hours a day and then go eat 6,000 calories. You're not gonna lose anything. So people say everything in moderation, but I have eating disorder and I don't know what moderation is. So for me, it's best to just not work out. I've had a lot of success not doing so I will continue on this path. I feel like the gym, like working out, is for building muscle and like tightening skin, which I have loose skin at this point from losing weight so rapidly, but I'll worry about that when I get below 200 pounds. Like right now, I'm just not thinking about it. Right now, it's just not on my priority list, working out. So if you want to work out, that's up to you. It'll probably speed up your weight loss journey, but for me, like I'm good. Another thing, binge eating. It's really important to not binge eat. When you sit down and have your food, or stand up and have your food, as I usually do, because my child sitting down just encourages him to act crazy. So when I eat my food, it's difficult, but it's important to kind of slow down, chew your food slower, like enjoy your food. If you're on a weight loss journey, you're obviously not going to be eating probably as much as you usually would. So enjoy that food. If you eat your food slower, you'll probably be able to hear your body telling you that you're full. When you just like make a huge plate of food and then eat that whole plate of food super fast, it's difficult for you to understand when you're actually full. For me, I'll eat like 70% of the plate and I'll realize that I'm full, but I don't want to waste that like 20% of the plate. So I'm just gonna eat it. Like, no, you need to just stop. Just so you guys know, I still do this, but it's not a race. It's a journey with myself. It's a journey with yourself. So just take your time and just slow down and enjoy your meal. During your weight loss journey, really try to not get discouraged, because it takes roughly like 2 months to like adapt to a new lifestyle, adapt to a new way of eating. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind when you're like 3 weeks in and you're like, I ate so healthy for 3 weeks, why am I not skinny? I tell myself this, like, why am I not? Like, I lost 5 pounds. Why do I feel like I should be 190 when right now I'm 230? Just take it easy on yourself. It's okay. I didn't get to 320 pounds overnight. So it's gonna take time to get that weight off. So just keep reminding yourself, it takes time. Just be consistent every day. Wake up, start a new day, get on track with your diet plan. Of course, it's easier said than done, but just keep telling yourself, it's a journey. It's a journey. So one last thing I want to add, it's very important to have some sort of support for your weight loss journey. I'm gonna talk about in another video about how I did keto to lose weight, but in this video I just want to also say, like, join groups like Weight Watchers has support groups, join Facebook groups. Like, you don't have to like interact, but just read what people have to say. Like, look in this, like, search the group's topics about any questions that why am I so out of breath? Search the topics in the group if you have any questions, because if you have that question, it's guaranteed that 50 other people have asked that same question already. So just look deeper into what you're doing and just sort of surround yourself with like-minded people. If you're surrounded by all your fat friends who go to Pizza Hut and Domino's and Applebee's or whatever every weekend, you're not going to have success because they're not on the mindset of you. You need to surround yourself with a group of people. When you are around people, surround yourself with people who are like-minded in your journey. I just thought of one more thing. So consistency is the name of the game. The more consistent you are, the better results you'll have. A lot of people who have success with weight loss, they have bad days. Obviously, we're human. So you have a bad day or a bad meal, just keep going. Say you eat a pizza, okay, stop, don't eat more pizza. Just get back onto your diet, just keep going. That's all you have to do, just keep going. I had success because I just was consistent. So consistency. So from the store, I just got some rice for Yuri and some more oatmeal. I also finally found some decent quality salt. I just was able to find sea salt in this country. And I also got some brisket. I'll show you guys how I make brisket. And I got some pork. And I also got a mug. I just couldn't help myself. So this random dog just decided to like walk me halfway home. I thought it was really cute. But he probably was just smelling the meat in my bag. In this country, there's like a lot of stray animals. They never really bother you, so I don't know. I'm excited because mom found me some pig skin so I can like deep fry this and have like pork rinds. This country, they don't eat pork rinds. They said they give that stuff to the dogs. And she also made me some lard. Oh my god, it tastes so good. It's like creamy and yes. Another way that you can have success with your weight loss journey is to get rid of all unhealthy things from your house. Like anything that doesn't align with your diet, if it's possible, get it out of your house. Like for me, I'm a mom, so I can't get rid of everything, right? Because my son, obviously, needs to eat things that are not part of my diet. So, but things that I know that he's not, like I'm not gonna buy a cake or buy like pastries and stuff because he doesn't even eat it. And if I have it in the house, then I'm going to eat it. So I just don't even buy that stuff. If I want to give him carbs, I just give him oatmeal, like cereals, porridges and stuff. I hope you found these tips and tricks helpful. And if you did, leave me a comment down below letting me know which tips and tricks you thought were the most helpful. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and give me a like. Thanks for watching.